Hey guys, welcome to Mr. Kevin's Steam Hour. Actually, it's not an hour, it's going to be about 15 minutes, but we're doing a wonderful craft today. I'm super excited and I can't wait to share it with you. So, let's dive in. Now, we got some beautiful weather here, and that's making me feel extra creative. I hope you are feeling creative too. So, let's go over what we're going to make today. Now, I want to just tell you one thing in advance, that this project has some options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one way to make it, but then you're going to look around at home and see what you have, and you could make it a different way, but it's all going to be pretty much the same similar design. So let's go over what I'm going to use today. Great. So we got some tape, we got some scissors, we got a couple different kinds of paper. I got some thicker paper, I got some construction paper. Okay, I got one of these big craft sticks, and we got some scissors, got some regular paper, and then I got, yes, a paper clip, a larger paper clip. All right, if you got one of these, that's great. Again, we can use a couple of different things, so let's go over what we're going to make. Now, this is commonly called a simple flying machine. All right, so simple flying machine. It's going to have 3 parts. Okay. Okay, the first part is going to be wings. Okay, this is the wings here. This is going to be one piece of paper. So that's where we're going to use our construction paper or our thick paper. Okay, so we want a thicker piece of paper for that. Then we're going to have a connector. Okay, here. Okay, and this here, this could be a toothpick or a paper clip or anything that'll connect the two. Whatever you have at home, you can use. And then the third part, I'll do a different color here because different colors are always great. Okay, this is where I'm going to use the bottom. Okay, I'm going to use this part. Okay, this part of the craft stick. Okay, see it right here? Okay, so this is the base. Now, the wings we understand, are going to be stiff and light. So that's where our construction paper or our cardboard come in, or light cardboard. Okay, the connector also needs to be light. So today I'm going to be using a paper clip, but also a toothpick is also very light, and that can connect the two. And then this last part here, okay, this is the tip here. That needs to be a little bit of weight. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 pieces of the craft stick, and that's going to make it a little bit heavier. Now, if you have a cork at home from a bottle of wine or somewhere in the kitchen, a cork, that'll work very well also as a base here. Okay, so you can use a cork. I'm using craft sticks. You could even use a nickel if you wanted to. All right, so it's going to be a base that weighs it down, that pulls it down, a connector, either a toothpick or a paper clip, and then we have our wings here, and that we're going to make out of lightweight cardboard. All right, so let's go over how we're going to do it. Great, I'm excited. This one's fun, and this is something that you'll have to do a little bit of thinking. Okay, how are you going to connect it? You can use glue. I'm going to use tape today because that's easy for our purposes. But let's take a look. So the tip needs to be about 1.5 inches. So we could probably rough that out. So we're going to cut that about like so. Okay, just like that. Okay, and now if you're uncomfortable using scissors, please ask an adult or a grown-up or a caregiver just to give you a hand. So I measured it out the same amount, and I'm going to cut that one out too. So now we have 2 pieces just like this. Okay, now I'm going to tape my paper clip to one side. And we're going to do it just about like that. We want to give a little bit of space up here. So as you can see, that's how we're going to tape it, just like that. All right, so let's tape that. Okay, and really get the tape down there. Now again, you could glue this at home if you have the time and you want to make it a little bit more. Glue always looks a little bit more professional, okay? But that's how we taped it right there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to match this over here, and I'm going to tape this all the way around. So I got a little bit longer piece of tape, okay, and I'm going to connect the two and kind of do it a little tight around just like that. And there we go, look at that. Okay, so this weighs a little bit. This is going to weigh more than the paper, so it's going to pull it straight down here. But it's not just going to fall, it's going to kind of glide down, and it is going to glide down because we're going to make the wings next. Okay, so let's look at the wings. Okay, so I'm going to get a small piece of paper, and again, if I'm just cutting it out right like this, that means that you can do this at home. And you can, I'm not going to measure, I'm going to kind of like think about the cuts a little bit, but you can be a little bit creative at home. So I'm going to do about 3 inches. So we're going to do about 3 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to, okay, so this is about approximately 5 inches by 3 inches. And this is about, I didn't measure this, but it's a rectangle, okay? So then I'm gonna, this is gonna be the bottom here, so I'm gonna cut out 2 little pieces, just to kind of give it a little bit of aerodynamics, okay? So see that? Okay, I'm gonna cut those off. And again, you didn't see me measuring, I'm just kind of approximating here. Okay, if you wanted to find out where the middle was, you could fold this over one side to one side and get the middle. Okay, and we just got like, it's not a sharp point, but just a little bit of a point. And that's where this is going to go here, just like this. See that? All right, so now we're going to cut this down the middle. So again, I am not measuring. We're going to take that off there. But I'm going to see this point here. I'm going to aim my scissors right for that point, and I'm going to cut 2/3 of the way down. So we're going to go almost. Okay. See how I did that? All right, so I didn't go all the way down. You don't want to go to the bottom. I left a nice about 2 finger space here. Might be 3 of your fingers because my hands are pretty big. All right, and then we're going to fold one this way. Okay, just like that. And we're going to fold one this way. Okay, just like that. Now, if you look at this, this is like a propeller. Now, what kind of thing uses a propeller? Yeah, like a helicopter. Absolutely. Now, can you think of anything outside that is kind of like a natural helicopter? I know one. Yeah, it is a seed that comes in nature. Okay, the seed looks like this, and it's attached. You know this seed? Okay, so this is very lightweight and thin, and then there's a thin seed right here. And when this drops down, yeah, it falls down and it spins. This flying machine is very similar to this seed, and it's going to fall the same way. So let's take a look at this. Now, I'm going to step out of the shot for a minute. Okay, all right, so we're just going to line this up to the middle, just like so, and then I'm going to drop it. Okay, so okay, so that one just fell. Okay. See how this one works. Oh, did you see it start to spin? All right, it needs a little bit of time before it actually goes, so I'm going to drop it from right here. All right, so that one is a little bit heavier, so it doesn't spin as quickly. But I also made a test one that I did earlier right here. So let's watch this one spin, okay? This one's a little bit lighter weight, okay? The wings are construction paper, but it's the same base here. So let's try that one, okay? Did you see that? Did you see it go down? Let's do one more. It spun most of the way down. So it started to fall, and then the wings caught some air, and then it started spinning all the way down. And that's a simple flying machine. So cool. And we made it with just a couple of things we found in the house. Now, the best part about it is when you try this product yourself, just take a look around at what you have. Okay, if you don't have a paper clip, find a toothpick. If you don't have tape, use some glue. If you have construction paper, great. If you have regular paper, try it out. See what happens. Did you see how my two ones flew differently? This one needs a bigger head start because it's heavier, but it will start to spin. So when I'm testing it out, I might have to get up really, really tall and see it'll start to spin a little bit later. It'll fall faster, but then it'll hit and it'll slow down and then it'll start to spin. Play around with these. This is such a simple, fun, easy thing to make. I made it in less than 10 minutes. You can make it in less than 10 minutes. And if you got extra time, make 2 or make 3. Use a heavier weight. Use a lighter weight. Make one with longer wings. Do some experimentation. All right? Oh, this has been so much fun. These simple things that have a lot of options are really some of my favorite types of crafts. All right? Because you're always learning and adjusting. Oh, and that's really how we learn, is by making mistakes and trying again. Oh, this has been so much fun today. I love these types of crafts. Thank you so much for joining me today here at Washington Park Library for Mr. Kevin's STEAM activity virtually. And if you have an opportunity to stop by the library, I'll have craft envelopes with the stuff to make this style of the simple flying machine in an envelope for you to just come pick up, say hello, grab a craft, go home, and when you have some time and you want to have some fun, just get creative. Do something fun, get your head in there, and just be a little creative. It always makes me happier. Thank you so much for joining me. Pay attention to our Providence Community Library, our PCL YouTube channel, and see if there's any other new videos out there. Always some wonderful story times and crafts, etc. And then also don't forget Miss Amy and her coloring club or book arts this Thursday at 6:30. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye now.